Let's get to it, man.
Yeah.
August 3rd, we got something big jumping off.
What you doing? August 3rd.
I'll be out there.
What the team doing? What the team doing?
Well, most of us will be out there.
I mean, people want to die and stuff, so I got to go to Louisiana.
Hold on, you can't say it like that.
I can't say that?
No, you cannot say that.
I got to go to Louisiana real quick with the family. You can leave that in. We good. It's my family. It ain't your family.
No,
okay?
you can't
they know how
say
I am.
that.
Yes, I am. Yeah, what I told you.
Because somebody gonna
what?
Somebody gonna get
It's my family.
All right.
Okay, let me deal with it.
All right, you deal with it. We'll be out there, man. Zittel, hopefully you out there hanging with us a little bit. Yep. Let's get to the fights, and then we'll run through the schedule. We will be, the PorterWay Podcast will be out there. We got some special guests coming in as well that's going to join me coming next week for everything we got going on out there. Stat card, as we already know. And I wanted to just do an honorable mention to Andy Cruz. This is his fourth fight, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, going for 4-0. Antonio Moran. What can't you say about this kid, man? I think who he is speaks for itself. The thing that I really like, that I think still is like flying under the radar in terms of stories to tell about Andy at this point. You know about his amateur pedigree. You know about him being Cuban. You know about his style. You know about his experiences with Keyshawn Davis and him being on the top of Keyshawn Davis in terms of the outcome of their fights and things like that. We don't talk about Bozy Ennis.
I did after his debut on the show, I think.
I
Go ahead. You gotta check the archives.
Well, I'm glad that you're right there with me, because I believe that Bozy is kind of that link that's gonna get him to becoming everything that he was as an amateur. I truly do believe becoming that as a professional. I think Bozy is the perfect guy to get him there. The attitude, the mindset, the energy, the everything that they do in Philly, how they do it. And I've even heard that he done brought a little bit of that Cuban finesse, that Cuban energy into the Philly world, and it's kind of loosened things up. And overall love the package of an Andy Cruz, and I think what really puts the bow on it is Bozy Ennis. What puts the bow on it is Bozy Ennis.
No, couldn't agree more. Lomachenko, because he reminds me in terms of how he's got the gold medal, he's being fast-tracked like Lomachenko, but they different styles, although that they got this great footwork that's always a step or two ahead of everybody.
You think different styles?
There's some similarities.
There's definitely some similarities.
Yeah. But Andy, he hasn't been doing it much in the pros with Bozy, because they're working on rounding out his game. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love with, but he has a little bit more back foot game than Loma. Mm-hmm. A little bit more of a, but but that's why I'm with you. I love what Bozy's been doing, because from the debut, he has Andy settling down in the pocket, fighting in the pocket. And that's something he didn't do a lot in the amateurs. It's not something you do a whole lot in the amateurs, right? Right. And so it's almost like Bozy's almost training them like, I know you can box. I know you're quick and athletic on the outside. Let's round you out by getting you comfortable, sitting down on punches, being sharp defensively in the pocket, fighting in the pocket. He gets that down, mixes it with the tricks from the Olympics and the back foot game from the Olympics. He's going to be really hard to beat.
Yeah, so hard to beat.
Yeah.
David Morrell, you got something?
No, I was just saying Andy Cruz. Well, he got to fast track him also. He's about to turn 29, possibly could be 35. So, you got to move him like that, too.
I don't think he's 29.
No.
29, no, he turned 29.
Is he? Okay. So he's 28, right? Because he's 28.
Yeah, so it could be 32.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's Cuban. I get what you're saying.
I didn't say that.
No,
you said that. You already said something about black people earlier.
I repeated what you said. I used
David Morrell coming back at 175. That move to 175 surprised me. Morrell going up so soon.
Yeah.
I just thought that, to me, it looked like David Benavidez going up to 175. Morrell would at least take over 168, get all of the belts there, and then move up to 175. So I was a little surprised to see him going up, but should be. I always think that when you're 168 going up to 175, you got a little bit more to deal with in terms of the strength. We saw David's last fight where the guy took a lot more than the guys at 168. Yeah. So maybe we can see, or we will see, somewhat of that narrative for David Morrell. But another great Cuban guy who's on his way to becoming a star in professional boxing.
Yeah, that jump is real though, because I'm like both Davids. I always thought the last couple of years they're really light heavyweights fighting at super middleweight. But you saw with Benavidez fighting a real light heavyweight, it was different. He did look a little bit like a super middleweight fighting a light heavyweight. But no, Morrell is super talented, got all the footwork, got power, talent out the ass, so he'll do his thing.
Opponent been up in there. He went 5 with Arthur Beterbiev.
He said been up in there.
Arthur Beterbiev, he went 5, so Beterbiev. So maybe he go 10.
Jared Anderson. The real big baby, right?
Real big baby.
Getting back in the ring.
Martin Bacoli.
You know anything about Bacoli?
He's solid from the UK. There's a lot of people in the UK who like his chances of pulling off this upset. I think Anderson wins the fight. I like Jared. I think, Jared has his flaws with the chin in there, pulling back and stuff, but he does a lot of things everybody else can't do in the division. Smooth, fluid, switches, good jab out of both stances. I feel like power. He'll be good.
At this point, I'm just looking to see Jared be a better version of himself fight after fight. And I think that between his fight with
Charles
Martin and then the fight after that, I feel like he got better. And just looking for him to, again, look better than he looked in his last fight. So the last guy, I don't even remember that guy's name, but he was European, right?
From Belgium.
He's Belgium. Yeah, he's from Belgium. Yeah, and that guy, we already know that story. So no need to revisit it, but I just think overall he did look a little more disciplined than I expected. Especially when you got a guy fighting the way that guy fought. You could lose focus at any time. Like, all right, yeah, you don't want it, and then something could happen. So he stayed the course, which is a good thing for him in his development. So
I would like to see Jared get a highlight knockout in this fight.
Yeah, it's time.
One of them
ones. Yeah, it's time.
It's time to let the world know I'm Jared Anderson.
Got to.
And I'm coming. Yeah,
got to.
He next up.
Got to. He is.
We'll see if he could do it, without some defensive leaks. If those are tightening up and everything, we'll see. Like you said, that you just want to see him tighten things up as he heads towards, fighting for a title. You would think eventually.
So. Jarrell Miller and Andy Cruz.
The real big baby.
The other real big baby.
You gonna be there? You better say it right. Andy Cruz.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ruiz. Excuse me, Ruiz. Yeah.
Oh man, Andy should win, but
that dude been out the ring so goddamn long.
Oh yeah, because he was waiting on Deontay
what was he waiting on?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, he's waiting for the Wilder.
We talked about that on the way up here, man. You can't wait on somebody else.
How long that's been?
See what happens if I wait on somebody else.
Yeah. My man damn near retired. You sitting there waiting.
Ortiz couldn't have been the last fight it was it?
Yes.
Jeez.
No.
Luis Ortiz was the last fight in 2022.
Yeah, it was Luis Ortiz.
What?
Yeah. Arreola was before that. Yeah, that was a good ass fight too.
Wow.
Yeah. Better than it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 years out the ring, my man.
I would,
Randy?
Ruiz with hair looking different.
Ruiz with his shit together is an interesting fight for Usyk. For anybody.
With his shit together.
You right.
Yes.
He jumped over everything and went right to Usyk. I ain't mad at you too.
He's one of the few guys that can match some of the fluidity, the hand speed, being 6'1", 6'2", 6'2", like he's not a big lumbering heavyweight, as we know. Got fast hands, power.
But I gotta say this, because at one point in time, which fight was bigger for him? A fight with Usyk for belts or a fight with Deontay Wilder, which we know he's been waiting on for well over almost 2 years now.
Usyk.
The Usyk fight was a bigger fight for him.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the table for him. But
why wasn't he trying to at least campaign for that?
Boxers, they get... What does it say? You guys zone in on somebody. You've done this.
Yeah.
Y'all zone in on somebody and y'all see nothing else but that person. I've seen y'all.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't y'all fight? Nope, I want him. That's boxers, man.
Wasted his time.
Yeah. You wasted time before.
Well, maybe he's healthy. Maybe he got his. What'd you say? Got his head right.
Got his shit together.
I'll let you say it.
Yeah.
And maybe
how y'all feel about a big baby versus Andy? Y'all don't want that? That's too soon?
Oh,
the real big baby. The real big baby. I ain't talking about this big baby.
That's a good fight.
We got to talk about this fight because this fight ain't happened yet. So
okay. I'm just saying for Andy and Jared, that's the one that Jared Anderson need to really.
All right, here. This is what I say, just so we can analyze this fight and we can move on.
Oh, yeah.
I think if Andy Ruiz fights correctly, Jarrell Miller will be a punching bag.
Yes.
But if he don't do this right, the punching bag will wake up and throw some stuff back and give him a hard night for
Did you see his fight against Dubois?
Not win.
Just give him a hard night.
Okay,
No, not win, but just give him a
okay.
hard night. He got to come out, and he got to come out blazing. Be Andy. You know, it sounds cliche, but Andy Ruiz with the fast hands and the pop that he got, if you be you.
And the fluid movements.
Yeah.
Yeah. Light on his feet for a
This
big
is what
guy.
I know about Jarrell Miller. Even though he's super athletic, he's super big, and he relies on being big, and he don't get in shape to do anything that he's capable of doing.
Yeah, so Andy, just come in shape.
I hate talking about my guy like this because we go back, but
it's
you've been
sad.
so consistent, consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, man, it's so sad because I think we all seen him like he gonna be a real contender at heavyweight, and then it's just like
Who, Big Baby Miller or
Big Baby?
Yeah, well,
He said it's just-
even before he got caught up with the steroid stuff with Joshua, and he was undefeated, doing well on DAZN and HBO. When he was throwing a lot of punches, and even though he was as big as he was solid big.
Yeah,
he
it was
in
different
shape.
type of big.
Yeah. Now he's softer and not as big, muscled up as he was. Even then, Ruiz was better than him, I think. And back then, it'd have been a fun fight, like a good a war.
Yeah.
Even with Ruiz, who's inconsistent with his discipline, whatever, I think he should have an easy time with Jarrell Miller. He's he should be a couple levels above him.
Yeah.
And Jarrell Miller is from Brooklyn though, so you can't count that out.
He just threw it on.
The only thing that means is he gonna talk his way in the ring and talk his way out the ring.
Okay.
That's it. He just gonna talk. He gonna
You
do that.
disrespectful.
Hey, listen, I gotta see him this week. All right, so let me get my
Okay,
disrespect
all
out
right,
right now before I see him. No, he's a good dude. I just Pitbull Cruz, Jose Valenzuela. I think could be
A knockout.
the fight of the
Somebody
night.
get knocked out.
Yeah, could be the fight of the night.
Well, I got Cruz. I got
I
Cruz.
think we all
Cruz kind of he mugs you.
You get Cruz, eh?
Yeah.
He gonna be right here
Cruz, he,
with his head, not his punches.
that's just the word that always comes to mind for Cruz when I watch him win fights. Is he mugs people? Just So,
and Jose can't deal with stuff like that. He can't deal with like. I think Jose, this is touchy right here for Jose.
I think worse than it being touches is it's exposed all the time. Like that's the Rayo. I remember we said this when he was an undefeated prospect, and Sean called him on Fox as it might have been like the Pacquiao-Ugas preliminaries. We were just talking about Pacquiao-Ugas. He stopped a guy with a body shot, and we raved that like he has real offensive talent. He has real power, and he's got some nice talent on offense, but defensively, he's very leaky, man. The chin's exposed. He doesn't just get caught. He gets caught nasty on the button. And, we saw that cost him against De Los Santos. Look, if he could actually run Pitbull into a shot, even though he's never fought at 40, he's a lightweight. His power is real. He may even have the power to knock Pitbull out because he really has real power. Even though Pitbull has a great chin.
And at 140?
Yeah. But I don't...
This would be his first fight at 140.
Yeah, I think so. But first big fight, at least. Maybe he had one, early in his career.
No.
But
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but this is his first consequential fight at 40.
Yeah.
And Pitbull's tighter than him. He's more compact. Rayo gets a little fat to generate the power. Pitbull keeps everything. And he'll probably be able to punch inside of Rayo's wider shots. And he tucks his chin much better than Rayo. So I got Pitbull winning, but it is interesting because Rayo is a talented offensive fighter with real power.
Real power.
So you'll be watching it like, okay, let's see if Rayo can land something. There'll be that suspense there.
What would be a game plan for Rayo if you were working with him?
I think you guys might have a better suggestion because he certainly can't do what Rolly did, which is try to box too much and run him into the perfect shot too much.
Yeah.
Because Rolly found himself getting backed up pillar to post, and he was by the time he's trying to set something up, his legs aren't even underneath him because Pitbull's been hammering him from round one. So he can't try to box too much. He's got to take chances and exchange with him and risk getting knocked out trying to knock him out.
I was thinking that
Damn. Straight to that.
If you don't do that, you're gonna get knocked out. Bite down on your shit, and we're gonna fight.
Give yourself a shot. You have real power. And this guy does come forward. Yes, he's defensively responsible. Yes, he holds his hands well. Yes, he tucks his chin well. Very fundamentally sound. But let the heavy artillery go. It's easier said than done.
Pitbull felt some hell to the body, like some real heat. Like nobody
Hard
opened
to hit
him
him
up.
there because he's,
You
know,
just
it's not a big target.
It's like you got to hit the arms. What do you got? You got to do something.
Got to hit the arm.
The problem is you ain't got that much time to invest in Pitbull. Like 5, 6 rounds of he already throwing stuff.
And his catch and shoot game's on point.
Yeah,
he's come with heat.
If Valenzuela,
don't fight him.
Don't fight.
Don't fight Pitbull. That's frustrating, man.
Just don't fight him. If Valenzuela, this is what I'll say, then we'll move on. But if Valenzuela has good feet, better feet, and got feet, if he got feet,
movement.
It's very possible to take the distance away from Pitbull. He don't know how to
Cabrera
judge his
did.
range and his distance. And he will swing, and when he misses, it takes him a minute to get back here. But he will swing and miss and come back. But those are the openings.
Then do the Shawn Porter and get off.
You got to do the Shawn. I don't even know what that means, but you got to do the Shawn Porter and get off, I suppose.
Angles.
Yeah,
he
ain't
got
nobody
that.
got that.
He said, nobody. Chill out, bro. You're not... Like he a creative player or something.
Listen, hey, I'm a Hall of Famer, baby. I'm a Hall of Famer.
You ever seen nobody move like you?
No. I ain't what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But I just didn't know what you was talking about. Do the Shawn Porter. I don't even know what that is.
When you moved that little
He
angles.
did that better in the Colbert rematch.
Movement.
His skills sharpened up a little bit in that. So
this is what we know. We know that Pitbull's gonna be a straightforward target. You won't get off if you wait on him. So you have to take some steps back, and it's best to take some step backs, like you said, and get off line. If he's able to turn and punch,
he's in business.
Turn and punch.
Yeah.
He is in real business because he got some serious power.
Well, he has power.
He got some serious
I feel
power.
like the same thing we kind of said about Rolly, and we never seen Rolly real power in that fight.
I told you what was gonna happen with that.
Rolly never felt comfortable sitting down on anything because this guy's more compact than him. He knows I try to sit down, so he's gonna come inside of it, punch inside of it. I'm gonna get caught with the shot.
And he had PTSD, and hopefully
Jose
doesn't have that because he got knocked out by someone.
De Los Santos, right?
De Los Santos.
Yeah. Knocked out by De
But
Los Santos.
he's responded well since then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he hasn't been gun shy at all. Although it was against Chris Colbert, not known for his power. It's a different story. But yeah.